Alright, it's been a little bit since I've sat here and make music, and that's kind of the whole point of this whole adventure we're doing here. Or at least it will be a large part of the point of this whole adventure we're doing. It's definitely not the whole point, but you get the point. So I'm just gonna goof around for a little bit with these some of these new expansions I got, and I got about 10 minutes before my food is done. So that's how long you guys get with me. Maybe not even all that long, but fine, super good fun style. All right, I got like 2 minutes left. I probably should just keep going. Maybe we'll talk about something for like the last little bit here. We'll just take the time to just, I'll flip over to just like a little simple kit. But yeah, man, we're getting closer and closer to the times for me to depart and leave. And like I'm still not feeling 100% confident about any aspect of it. But I gotta stop saying so much. However, maybe I just pause. I gotta also figure out like what is the inner. Like I guess I just sort of say nothing and become contemplative, right? But see, there I go again. Something to work on. And hopefully, in watching these back, I will become more and more aware of it, and I'll get on myself about it, and I'll stop doing it. What I was going to say was, I've got a lot better at sort of just being able to sit down and just get with the music and just have a good time. Because before it was like a little bit more having to think about it. And like I've definitely lost my timing in there like a bunch of times. But none of it will have been egregious to the point where I'm sure it was like, bad to stop, or, like you were like, I got to stop listening to this. Maybe you were. Maybe you're not even here because you got to a point in the music and you were like, this is trash, and you just left. And I'm talking to you even though you're not here, which I don't know what that even says. See, there I go again. But I had a good time. I've been jamming, and just being able to sort of jam like that is really, really nice. I do want to get to the point where when I'm jamming like that, I can record it and sort of just be in time. I'm not very good at being in time because I'm not natively a drummer. That's something that I have to learn and develop. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm sure my audio quality will improve leaps and bounds. If it's bad bad audio quality, it just means lo-fi. I do have a expansion in here called lo-fi. But anyway, back to the thing I was talking about, which is just sort of being able to jam and enjoy the music and sink into it and have it be kind of like that just enjoy the process. And once I am able to get it in time, I'll be able to record it a little bit more instead of just having to perform it, you know what I mean? And it'll become more of a song instead of a performance, I guess is what I'm really just trying to get to there. Because right now everything still very much so feels like I'm doing a performance, like it's not recorded well into a exportable format, and part of that is just this like as a device, and also part of it is me not wanting to mix and master to like an actual high degree, which is required if I'm going to actually use it in a song format instead of a performance, right? Because a performance can be a little dirty. So it's just another area where I'm just sort of keeping the initial effort level low, which some of you guys might fault me for, but again, we're just trying to build the habit of doing these videos every day, and just daily uploading in itself is already like, it's exciting once I'm doing it, but the actual theoretical idea of doing it can be very exhausting sometimes, so keeping it attainable is super important. And obviously I'm gonna have my wig, my wildly insane goal, but it's not going to be when it comes to this, because I really just want to be able to keep this going and sustain this and grow into it, just like I'm growing into the music side of things, to bring it all back around and being able to flow into it. That's, I think, probably our time for today. I think my food is about to go off 20 seconds, and I'm about to have to go get my food. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Romance and Banter. I have to start saying this. Like and subscribe. You did not get this far. No one is watching this. If you did get this far, leave a comment down below so that I can be like, wow, people actually I guess I can say give a shit at this point, because the algorithm doesn't care. So if you give a shit about the stuff I'm doing here and you think it's interesting, go ahead, leave a comment or something like that, little something. And if you enjoyed the music, tell me. I guess my timer's going off. Probably it's like the Oscars where you just get yanked and they're like, you're done. Bye.